Yo, what's up guys? This is Mex. Happy July 4th. Here's an exclusive video of how I feel on what just happened today on NBA free agency. Quick thing, I will be making many videos on free agency and what has happened in the last past week or two. I will be, but for right now I'm just gonna be talking about what just happened right now. Harrison Barnes just signed to Dallas Mavericks for 4 years, I believe, $94 million. So he's gone, right? Let me just release to free agency just for we can see what's happening. Andrew Bogut has just got traded. He's out of this list. I believe Festus Ezeli is gone, from what I know. Okay, we shall trade him because I just want to show you how this team is going to be looking right now. Okay, obviously he's not with them, but just looking at this team. Okay, so the last few players, it'll be whatever. But from right now, the big five: Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Iguodala. I say Iguodala is part of the top. They're obviously, in my opinion, because I still think he's a great player. I was a big fan of. I'm a Boston fan, so when we had to face him when he was on the 76ers, it was awesome just to watch him. He's a great player still. He brings that great defensive presence to the game, and that's the one thing I appreciate from him. Now, this is nasty. Okay, I have a problem with this though. If you can't beat him, you join him, right? So Kevin Durant leaves Oklahoma, leaves Westbrook, and Oladipo's here. Ibaka's gone, and Ezeli's not supposed to be there. So he leaves that. Dion Waiters, I believe, is a free agent, right? Well, let me see. He has a year. Yeah, he's a free agent. I don't know if they re-signed him. I'll probably look into that before the other videos. But this is the lineup, as we can see. The problem I have with this is they want to play small ball basketball again, after getting torched by Tristan Thompson and LeBron James. Okay, let me sit down for a sec. Let me explain this to you real quick. You can't handle going against LeBron James because LeBron James and his physicality presence on the floor itself. Okay, Draymond Green can barely handle that. Iguodala, I understand Iguodala did have problems with, he had a kink in his back. But okay, he every year after you hit a certain age, he's 32, he's going to be 33, 34 in the next year. Okay, well, he probably turned 33 and then he'll be 34. I don't know when his birthday is, but that every year you do lose your ability to play defense, to be effective. You do lose it unless you're able to just be very healthy and you have the perfect diet. As Tom Brady, that's a bad example. That's full, but you get what I mean. Like if you have a good healthy diet and so on, you might be able to have an extra few years on you, like Tim Duncan and them. Jamal Crawford has shown that he's able to do it after so many years. But playing defense on a guy like LeBron James, you have to be very fit to go against a guy like that. Okay, so Draymond Green and Iguodala has to switch off. Draymond Green can probably do it, but the problem is LeBron's just too quick, too fast. So you have Draymond Green, who's a big guy who can possibly do it, but as you can see, LeBron, they just did what they had to do against this team. So Iguodala for defensively somewhat is out of the picture. Draymond is kind of out of there too. Supposedly it's between these three, having to guard LeBron, J.R. Smith, and Kyrie. I'm using them as an example because most of the time when teams lose, they always reflect on the finals team that they could not beat. basically every time that happens, that they always reflected off of that. So I'm reflecting right now against the Cavaliers. Steph Curry obviously got torched. If he doesn't improve his defense, there you go. You have a guy like Kevin Durant, 6'9", but he looks like he's 6'11", 7 foot, whatever you want to say. But the problem with that is having him and playing small ball. Are you going to tell Kevin Durant to play the 5? Are you going to put Draymond Green to play the 5, which he has, which is, in my opinion, is stupid. But are you going to really play Kevin Durant as the 5? And him being able to block and so on, that's awesome. But are you really going to be able to count him being able to do that on defense with a guy like LeBron, who has pushed them around for years? You're going to ask him to do it in Golden State Warriors? You just lost 2 good big men. I mean, Andrew Bogut is a good player. I was a big fan of him when he was in Milwaukee. But the problem is he's always had problems with his knee. Wait, was it? I think it was his knee or his ankle. But he's always had leg problems. Okay. Now you have Verjao, the actor, right? The guy who should win an Oscar. Not Leonardo DiCaprio. It should be Verjao, being able to get hit and just want to fly throughout the stadium, right? Then you have Maurice Spates, which I like, but his height does not show on the game. It feels like Draymond Green is taller than Spites. Spites doesn't seem that tall on the floor, and he doesn't seem as big as he used to be being on the floor. So there you go. Tristan Thompson torched this team, and if Tristan Thompson was a little bit, I know people are probably going to get at me about saying a little bit more consistent, but he played very well. But I'm saying if he was a Shaq, 20, 30 points, 15 boards, he could have been MVP instead of LeBron James. Tristan Thompson torched that team, and there was times where Tristan Thompson would disappear and then come back. And Kevin Love finally showed up, and he got 13 boards over this team having that. And you just literally traded him. You traded a few players, which mainly is your big man, and look how many guards and forwards you have. Are you really willing to play small ball? You might drop 100 and something, but the rebounding has always been the main key on winning games. If you can't control the boards, you can't control the paint. I don't care if you're able to drop 100, 200 threes a game. Like, you can score so many points, but if you cannot defend the paint, and then you try to go and you're going to end up like Steph Curry and get fouled out, and he's going to cry and whine. This is the thing. Durant can get fouled out. Durant is a good defender, but he's not a great inside defender. Like, that's why I don't get it. Like, I don't understand what this team is trying to do. But we'll see. I really think it was stupid for Kevin Durant to leave. As a Boston fan, I would love for him to come to Boston, but it's his choice. But out of all things, you choose the Warriors. If you can't beat them, you join them, right? Like, the other problem I have is Kevin Durant was supposedly rumored wise. This was a few years ago. Westbrook has gotten better about it, but a few years ago, there was problems supposedly about Westbrook having the ball too much. You don't think he's gonna have a problem with him and him and him and him and him? No, I'm kidding. No, but I mean, like, just in general, like, is Kevin Durant literally gonna? Okay, is Kevin Durant gonna be okay with Steph Curry taking really bad shots and making them? But then there's gonna be those games, like the last few games against the Cavaliers, where he's gonna just start missing. Is Kevin Durant gonna be okay with that? Is Kevin Durant gonna be okay? Let me take the last shot. Steph Curry's like, no, and then instead Durant could try to make separation, make a good mid-range three-pointer or whatever he wants to do. Steph Curry's like, no, and he just does a little hop step, cross left, create a little more separation, then just jack it up every time, or Klay Thompson having a wide open lane and cutting back to shoot a three. Is that gonna be okay in Kevin Durant's mind? That's why he signed a 2-year deal, second year's option. He's gonna have 1 year with them and see how that goes. If it doesn't go well, he's gonna leave. That's why I don't get. I don't understand that. Like, I understand what Kevin Durant is just thinking about championships. Well, you know what? The Golden State's only won one, and I don't know what they want. I mean, I honestly don't know how many they won altogether, since they've been the Warriors itself, because they've moved. I don't know how many they won, but I know they have one right now, from my knowledge. I mean, I think I don't even know if they won when they had the Tim Hardaway and Chris Mullin. I honestly don't remember right now at this moment, but that's one. The Celtics, who have won 17, tells you we know how to win championships. And you won't come to us, but you'll go to the Warriors, who just won one and just lost one to the Cavaliers with the overpowered team that they had already. You add 30 points from your repertoire, but what about the defense? Is Tristan Thompson going to torch you again? If you play against Celtics, is Al Horford going to destroy you? If you play the Spurs, is Tim Duncan going to destroy that paint? You go against the Atlanta Hawks with Dwight Howard now. Is he going to destroy that paint? They're going to destroy the paint, and it's going to be so bad that the Warriors might have the worst defense in the paint, and probably maybe in history, if they play all 5 small ball, unless they're able to just, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know how this is gonna play out. We'll see. Steve Kerr's a good coach, but I don't know. We'll see about it. It's gonna be really interesting to see. But I really think it was a bad decision by Kevin Durant. But it's his decision. I'm not gonna. He gave a lot of shit to LeBron leaving to the Heat. He did the same damn thing, except maybe worse, because the Heat did not have this much firepower. They did like what the Celtics did. They brought Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen. The Heat brought Chris Bosh and LeBron. The Warriors already had the team. They already have this championship team. Kevin Durant is just going for the ride. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. I'm really anxious to see how this is going to play out. But like I said, we'll see, and I will be making another video talking about the Oklahoma, what they should do, what should happen. But we'll see. All the Warrior fans who were never Warrior fans are coming up. We'll see. We'll definitely see what's coming in the near future. Season's coming up in a few months. Very excited to see. Really appreciate you guys listening to me. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.